class. Today we're going to be learning about primary sources. We've been going over what primary and secondary sources are over the last few days, but today we're really going to dig into how to analyze them. But first, let's just look at a little slideshow. While we're watching, I want you guys to write down on a piece of paper things you recognize. If there's anything in these pictures that you guys have seen before or that you recognize. Write them down if you see anything. So did you guys recognize anything?
Yeah.
What did you guys recognize, or what have you seen before?
PCC.
PCC. Is there anything else you saw that you recognize? The temple. Anything else?
The luau.
The luau. All right. So all these pictures are taken from the same place, in the same area. So where do you think all those pictures were from? Yay! So we're actually, over the next few days, we're going to be learning more about our own community and the history of our community. Because a lot of those pictures you don't recognize because there's new things there. And so we're going to be looking at primary sources. Do you guys remember what a primary source is? Okay, we'll go over it. A primary source is any piece of information that was created by someone who witnessed firsthand or was a part of the historical events that are being described. So they can be photographs, artwork, journals, newspapers, maps, biographies, the list goes on. But today we're just going to be focusing on photographs, and we're going to learn how to analyze photographs. So, now that we know we're going to be going over primary sources and photographs, I want one of you guys to read me the objective. The first objective. Yeah.
Students can list the steps to take in order to analyze a primary source photo.
Exactly. So by the end of today, I want you guys to be able to list the steps to analyze a photo, primary source photo. What about the second one? Okay.
Students can analyze a primary source and list one thing from each step that they notice.
Exactly. So I don't want you just to be able to list the steps, but I want you to at least do one thing and be able to perform each step. So first, I'll go through all the steps of how to do it, and then I'll give you an example, and I'll give you guys a chance. So the first thing you do is you're going to write down what, and you can go ahead and fill in the, there's like blank spaces on your graphic organizers, and you guys can either draw the pictures or fill them in with words. It's your choice. So the first step is what? This is where you write down the title, when the picture was from, if it has it on your primary source, who published it, who created it, maybe who took the picture, any background information that isn't specifically the picture. So this is what is your primary source. That's the first step. Now the second, can someone tell me what the first step is?
What?
What? Can someone describe what you do for the first step?
Where you put the title.
Exactly. You write down any background information. So step 2 is when you write down any observation. So the landscape, people, animals, maybe this is where you note what kind of clothes they're wearing. If there's tools, write down what tools there are. But these are all facts. So you can write down that someone's smiling, but you're not going to write down if they're happy because you don't know if they're happy. You're not there with them. That'll come in the next step. So this is just all the facts and observations that you see. So, can someone tell me what step 2 is?
Observations.
Observations. And what do you write down for step 2?
The facts.
The facts that you see. Awesome. Okay, step 3. This is where you analyze it. This is now, if you see people smiling, maybe you write, I think that they're happy. This is where you write down how you feel when you look at the picture. So some pictures you might look at and you'll have a feeling of sadness, or you'll have a feeling of happiness. So this is also where you write how you think they feel. These are all your opinions on what you see. So you take your observations and you put opinions to them. What's step 3?
Analyze.
Analyze. What do you do?
write down what you feel when you see the picture.
Exactly. So step 4, this is where is questions. This is where you write any questions that come up. If a picture raises any questions that you have, or if there's something in the picture that you're not sure about, you're going to write this down under questions. This is the 4th step. So can someone tell me the 4th step?
Questions. So just write down what questions.
What are the
Exactly.
questions?
And now the final step is just to put it all together. So this is when you look at all that you've written, you look at your observations, you look at the title, who published it, when it was created, to form a final opinion. So who published it might give you information on what they're trying to tell you that you can't just get from looking at the picture. This is just where you put your opinions to the picture and you try to explain what this picture is trying to tell you. So we're going to go over the steps together. Let's say them out loud. So step 1.
What?
What do we do? This is where you write down the title, who created it, who published it, and where it came from. What's step 2?
Observations.
This is where you will write down any observations or things
Things
you
you
see.
see in the picture.
Step 3.
Analyze.
This is where you look at the object from step 2 and try and make an opinion of the picture. Step 4. Questions.
Questions.
This is where you'll write down any questions you have about the picture. And step 5. Put it all together. This is where you just put it all together. So I'm going to do an example with you guys. First. Sorry, I should have done this first. Okay. So the first thing, I'm going to write down what. So the title of this is Train with Sugar Cane. And then I'm also going to write the date. I see that it's from, I see that it's from 1800 to 1920. That's a big range, but it gives me an idea. And then at the bottom of the picture, I see that it says Brigham Young University, Hawaii Archives and Special Collections. So that tells me who published it. I know that BYU is the one who published this. So the next step is observations. So now this is where I'm going to write down all of my observations. I see a train. I see some mountains, and I see that this is outdoors and during the day. So I'm going to write that down. I also see some people over here. They're really hard to tell, but there's people. So I see some people. I see a lot of sticks on the ground. I'll get to that. Those are kind of my observations. So now the next step is analyze. So this is kind of where I put my opinion. The title says train with sugar cane, so I think the stuff on the ground is sugar cane. So I'm going to write sugar cane on the ground. I think that those people are workers. I think that they're working at the sugar cane field. I think that this train is carrying sugarcane. So that's what I think the train is doing. Now the next step is questions. So any questions that I have about this picture? Well, I kind of wonder, where's this train going and where it's coming from? I know that this is Oahu and those mountains look familiar, but I wonder where exactly this picture was taken. I know it's near lot A and it has to do with it, but I wonder where it's taken. So I'm just gonna write down my questions. And then now the last step is when I put it all together. So my final analysis of this picture, based on what the title is, what I see, what my analysis was, I think that this train, these workers are loading sugarcane onto the train, and I think this train is going to carry it to Laurier. And I think that this is what the sugarcane fields used to look like. So now that's my analysis. So now you guys are going to try this on your own or with a partner. So I want you guys to get with a partner. And you guys are going to go through the steps. How you guys doing? Awesome. You guys are doing great.
Ocean.
Yep.
So is that, so there's ocean, so there's a beach.
Oh, that's me. This is
Teacher.
Yeah.
This is a boat.
I don't think that's a boat, but that's a boat.
What is that?
I think that's just like some logs or something, because this is the water. You know, it starts with L, and so this is a beach. So this could be any washed up logs or
Can you
anything.
see any people? See traffic.
So far, I see you guys have done step 1. You've done the title, when it's from. I like that. Good job, guys.
Step 3, analyze. Sugarcane, one price.
So kind of look at what the title tells you and kind of guess what these might be. So this is for Laurier.
That's another one.
Is there a wharf? Yeah, is there a wharf in Laurier?
He's kidding.
You guys need help? You guys are good? Okay. So you know what? It's right here. It's just right down there, like, how does it if there's people who write down how do you date with my baby?
Oh.
I'm not good
Jump on.
I think that this boat is going to trigger. I think that this boat is going to dock. So it's like not factoring in that you don't know if this boat is going to dock. Just kind of what you think might be happening.
For step 5, do we just
So, no, you just kind of look at like the title, you look at you just look at what you wrote, and you kind of put it together to get a final idea. So like your observations, you only wrote what you saw, and then for this, you only wrote the title. So now maybe you look at who published it, and for this one, there's not really a reason, but some people it's like why they get read post something. It's going to be more to show the bad side or the good side. They're going to show how they were helping, right? So writing posts would have more bias. This is just giving you so much time history. That's you'll look at who published it, and then maybe you gotta know who published it, when it's from. So if you know who this is from, kind of like, what's your final idea on this? You can just say, I think this book is getting shit, and that's gonna be what. And just a final sentence. Yeah. Alright. Okay, 30 more seconds. And then I'm gonna ask both, or one group to tell me what they kind of think this picture is explaining. Just write a final like, I think this boat is completely different from that. I think the boat's going to become something really dumb. I think the boat's going to be just what you think is happening in the picture, or a final, what you think this picture is trying to tell you. There's no right or wrong. Are you guys done?
yeah.
Okay, what'd you guys get for the step 1? What's step 1?
Step 1 is what?
Okay, what'd you guys get for what?
The old EA war,
Yeah.
1890 to 1899, and BY archives.
Alright, what did you guys get for step 2? What are some things you noticed?
There's a boat, there's
Oh.
a mountain,
Ocean.
There's an ocean.
a dock.
There is a dock.
Obviously, there's a beach.
There's a beach. Alright,
Clouds.
there's clouds. Yes. Good observations. This group, what did you get for step 3? Analyze. What do you think is happening? What's your opinion of it? What are some things you wrote down?
Since the boat is warping, the boat is, the boat has people, and we both think that they're fishing.
Okay. That's a good one. Alright, what are some questions you had from this?
We have the same
Where does the boat come from? And where does it go?
It's great questions. So who wants to share their final analysis, or what they think, when they put this all together, what they came up with? You got this.
The boat must belong to a rich guy.
It could. Anything else?
That's no. The boat is used to carry people to work over here in the wharf.
I think that's a great final analysis. So now, you guys are each going to do it on your own. Up here, I have 5, they're all different. Each of you guys can grab one. You can pick. And then also take one of these papers after you've picked. Wait, take the papers. You guys are going to fill in the name of each step on this blank paper, because remember our objective is to be able to list each step. And then I want you guys to at least write one sentence or observation, or just I want one thing in each box, okay? You guys have about 4 minutes, and then I'm going to call on a few of you to come share what you guys got from your pictures with the class.
Okay.
have a few of you come up. Okay, a few more seconds. Are you done?
Yeah.
Alright, you wanna come up and share with the class your picture?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. First of all, hold up your picture so they can all see it. Okay, so what was your final analysis? You don't have to go through the steps, but what did you get from this picture?
I think the workers are harvesting sugar cane to sell in food man.
I think that's a great analysis. Do you think they have food there in what's the date of yours? The early 1900s?
Oh no, there's no food man back then.
No. But they could be doing it to sell. That's a very good analysis. Alright. Anybody else want to come up and share? Okay, how about you? Let's look at yours.
This is my picture. Hi everyone.
Hi.
What did you get from your picture? What is your picture showing?
Can I see
Yeah.
I think I know what it is. I think it's behind BYUH campus. That's the road that goes behind by the banana patch with it. And then actually this area, I don't know what they're doing, but I think they're messing up the nature. But I guess they have construction going on there, and that must be the pipes that go through
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah.
campus. Yeah, I think that's what they were working on. That's what I'm assuming.
What's the title of yours?
The title of mine is What's Going On?
What is the actual title of yours?
Oh, finally should know this.
The title of his was Foundations of the Laurier Plantation. So, Laurier actually used to be a plantation, and there was sugarcane fields everywhere. And the train that I first analyzed would take sugarcane to and from Laurier. And this picture that we looked at, that we analyzed together, this is actually, who's been to Pounders? You know those pegs that stick out of the water? This is actually that dock. That used to be a dock, and that's where they would load up sugar and take it.
The one that has trampoline?
The one that has
The one that has a trampoline now. That used to be a dock.
Oh.
So,
So is it safe to swim there now?
yes, as long as you have a parent. So, now that we know how to analyze a picture, those questions that you guys came up with about each picture, we're going to learn how to analyze different primary sources so we can answer those pictures over the next few days. And then we're going to put them all together so we can have a good idea as to what Laurier used to be like. So now, to end, we're just going to play a quick game.
Yes.
On each one of these little papers, it either says step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, or it has what you would do in each step. You guys are going to just grab a paper, and if it says a step, you're going to explain what you do in that step. And if it's instructions, you're going to say what step that is. So let's start with you. Alright, what did you get? Let's read it.
Step 3.
Okay, what do we do in step 3?
Step 3, we analyze.
Analyze.
Yes.
What do you do to analyze the photo?
So you kind of guess of what's going on, and you describe the photo and everything that's coming to you. So if you, for example, you see a boat, and you write there's a boat. There's a dog, and you write there's a dog. Yeah, you just.
Are these fact-based or your opinion?
My
repeating.
Exactly. Good job. Okay.
Put everything together. Your final analysis of
So what step is this?
5.
Good job. Awesome. You picked it.
Step 2.
Step 2. What do we do in step 2?
Just put what I see in the picture.
Exactly. Are these facts or opinions?
It's facts.
Good job.
Step 1.
What do we do in step 1?
What?
What? What do we write on for what?
What? The title, the year, and who published it.
Any background information we know. Awesome. Good job, guys. Hopefully tomorrow we can put this together and we can find out even more about Laie. I'm done.
What's going on?